Hey there, it's Em here with a nautical twist episode. So I wanted to start this episode by confessing something. Um, so in the midst of all of this, midst of quarantining and everything, I've been constantly working to find that balance between kind of enjoying this excuse to just stay introverted and in my bubble and enjoying no the kind of peace of no social pressures and all that type of stuff. And at the same time, like trying to make sure that I am still moving and taking care of myself and in the ways that I need to continue living. And something that I was really worried about is like, I am a major foodie. I know I've said this in previous episodes, but it applies very much to this one. And I was kind of worried about where I would land weight wise in the midst of everything. And while so I went to go weigh myself the other day for the first time in a few weeks, and I think right before I stepped on the scale, I was like, oh my gosh, please, please do not have gained too much weight. And I can't really tell for myself, throughout a year I can gain and lose 10 pounds. This happens every single year. Usually around Christmas time, my weight goes way up. And then as we get towards the middle of summer, summertime, spring even, my weight goes back to normal. So I'm always somewhere usually in the past, I have been in this big scale. And I don't know, when I went to go and step on the scale, I had a surprising thought. I was just thinking man, I remember thinking if I end up being significantly heavy, I'm gonna have to do something. And then I was like, but if I'm the same weight, I'm gonna have to do something. And I realized that no matter whatever my weight was, wherever I landed on that, I realized that my actions needed to be the same. I need to proactively, well, first of all, be aware. I do think for myself, even if I weigh myself maybe once a month, that might be a good check-in point, just to make sure that is what I'm currently doing okay to keep me just so I feel good and able to move. For me, it's not really about oh, I need to look a certain way as much as it is I need to feel strong. I need to feel empowered. I need to feel like I can really go. And now granted, I've been making a lot of cakes, been making some homemade pizzas with whole wheat crust. So I've been I've been doing that, and yet and then at the same time being aware of that balance. And I don't like to approach eating with the idea of oh, I'm gonna go run it off later or burn it off later. First of all, I don't run, but I don't like that. I want to enjoy food for what it is, and I want to enjoy physical activity for what it is. I like to keep those. I know that sounds. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like to keep those things separate. And so. But no matter what, it means a lot to me. I feel happy when I'm trying foods that I like. And I feel happy when I'm walking and actually moving and trying to do push-ups again. I feel happy with those different things. And I think they both can have give me a positive feeling. And so anyway, I'm gonna bring it right back around to the beginning. I did go and weigh myself. And I actually weigh the same as I did when I started. And while I'm pretty sure I have had major fluctuation, it was just interesting to me though. For me, the big story is that no matter where I stood, I should be always trying to just show gratitude to my body by moving. And especially having sustained some pretty awkward injuries in the past year, it's important for me to just make sure to do that, because I remember the time when I thought I wasn't going to be really walking much, and actually many points in time in my life where I thought I wasn't going to ever be walking again. And so a great way to I want to show gratitude for my body, for any strength, whatever remaining strength these weak arms have. I want to exercise that, and it's easy to forget, and I'm not very disciplined, but But no matter what, that gratitude is there, and that desire to just like, well, I got to just do something. I got to do something. So anyway, that was just a little thought that I had and wanted to share. I know it was all over the place, but that's me. But I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back very soon with another episode. So please, in the meantime, stay safe and healthy. And yeah, I'll talk to you in a few days. Bye for now.